anyways, I just woke up. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into a routine of waking up and going for a walk first thing. I used to do this growing up all the time, but for whatever reason I've given it up. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And I thought today I would bring you through what I eat in a day. And I get this asked a lot because, you know, people always want to know what on earth I eat as a celiac. So I thought I'd bring you through that. But a little disclaimer, excuse me, a little disclaimer. As you heard there, I'm having a little bit of phlegm issues in the morning. Even though I'm following a gluten-free diet, I'm still getting a lot of phlegm. So I've got some theories of what's going on with that, but I am working closely with my doctor just to try and figure out what's going on. So she thinks it's acid reflux, which I could see that, I believe it, because I do have a little bit of acid reflux symptoms. But we're also going to do an ultrasound on my gallbladder just to see if there's anything going on in there, because I've been getting some pain in my upper right abdomen area, so we're going to be doing that. But I also do have a theory of maybe it's gluten-free grains, so things like quinoa and amaranth and buckwheat and all that. Like, you can hear the nasaliness in my voice, so I haven't been able to clear my throat yet today. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning here right now, so but yeah, I've got all these theories because every time I go on a paleo diet, the phlegm always goes away. So that's why I started following a paleo diet very closely, but due to the high fats, good fats, but high fats in the diet, I think I was just doing it wrong, but I think that's what's causing the gallbladder issues. So yeah, we'll see what comes of it. I'd be really curious to see what it is. So we're going to treat it as acid reflux as of right now. I'm trying to decide if I'm still going to keep gluten-free grains in or not, because they have actually been helping my digestion, which is a big one. So anyway, slowly figuring this thing out. So as I mentioned, I've been experiencing some acid reflux is what we're going with right now. So I did a lot of research and I looked in and saw that aloe vera juice is actually something that can help with that, and it's actually apparently very good for your gut. So I've only been doing this for about a week now, so I can't really give you any breakdown of how it's going so far, but just thought no harm in giving it a try. So you have to take 1 shot of it a day. It says 1 to 2, I think 3 shots that you can take, but yeah, I've been doing 1 for now just to see, and don't mind my experiment over there, that's an old leek that I had. Apparently if you put it in hot water, you can regrow leeks. Fun fact. How cool is that? So I don't know if I'm supposed to replant it now that it's that high, or if that's when I'm supposed to chop it and use it again, but anyway, a little fun experiment. Now, the instructions on the aloe vera actually says to wait 30 minutes before eating, which is actually the same thing as any acid reflux medication that you take. You actually have to wait 30 minutes before you eat anything after having them, but I'm trying to go the no drug route, so we're going to see how this goes. So while I wait the 30 minutes, we live here in the Okanagan where it gets stinking hot, so we just bought a property and just planted a bunch of plants and shrubs and trees and that. So my job until we get the irrigation set up in the backyard is to go and water them all twice a day, so I'm going to go and do that. This is our backyard. As you can see, we've got a bunch of weeds over on the right hand side there, and that's exactly what we're doing with this tarp, is trying to kill off some weeds. But yeah, we have literally planted all the way along this side, all the way along the fence line, all those new trees and shrubs, and down to our new tree and shrubs down at the bottom of the yard there. I mean, if I'm lucky enough to see some baby quail down there, they seem to really like that spot. But we did all that, and then this is our big massive cherry tree. But we've also put in a vegetable garden, which I'm so excited about. Everything is growing and looking good, and it actually looks like I don't need to water this. It still has a bunch of water in there from last night, so that's great. And then we've got some raspberry bushes all the way over there, and a strawberry bush. I totally forgot the name of it there. I actually killed the strawberry bush, but it's starting to come back, so yay! So I'm about to have my first meal of the day, and as I mentioned, I've been having a few symptoms starting to pop up, and it may be acid reflux, we don't really know, so I'm kind of following the rules for acid reflux. As I mentioned, I'm trying to not have to take a whole lot of prescription drugs. Try my absolute best to not have to do that, so I'm off the prescription drugs right now, and I'm just seeing if I can try and heal this through diet instead. So the main things with acid reflux that I've read online is to eat smaller portions of food, less acidic foods, and then another one is intuitive eating. So I'm really trying to listen to my hunger cues, which is a big thing for me because having celiac disease, and I'm not sure when this all started, who knows, it may have been when I was a kid, don't really know. But yeah, because I have celiac disease, I've always felt hungry, never felt full, wanted to eat everything in the fridge, eat. I was always eating, yeah, I think I'm still doing that with my gut healing, so if it is acid reflux, that's probably what's causing this to happen. I need to really start listening to my hunger cues and not eat too much, because there's been a couple of times that I have eaten to the point that my belly is now distended. So anyway, on to breakfast. Now, one thing that I actually used to eat a lot of growing up was oatmeal, and as much as I love oats, they just don't love me back, and I'm again still trying to figure out this whole celiac thing. I'm only about 3.5 years into being diagnosed, and my gut's still healing. So from the research I've done, oats actually have a food protein called avenin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's I think an amino acid structure that is kind of like gluten. So I guess for some celiacs will react to gluten in some way to it, but I've also read that once your TTG level, so the antibody level in your blood, starts to go down, which basically means that your gut has healed. Apparently, you can start putting oats back in and it won't react. But I'm not quite at that point yet. So the point of my story is I've actually started making more of like a, I guess like a paleo keto version of oatmeal. So that's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. That have decided to come out and say hello recently, so I'm going to be showing you some rolling techniques and a routine that I do before I do any type of workout. A lot of people see rolling as something that you would do after a workout, but just, you know, fun facts, you can actually do it before, during, and after a workout. So I'm going to show you that, and let's get into it. Oh, thank goodness that's over. Just kidding, I feel great. Nice and limber. Now I'm off for my run, my workout, and I'll see you at lunch. Hey guys, just got back from workout, run, did all of that. I'll be posting the workout that I did up on my Instagram account if you wanted to go and see what it is that I did. But yeah, now I'm gonna have a lunch, snack, something or other. I'm still getting used to these smaller portion meals. So what I'm gonna do is a smoothie. Sitting here getting some work done, and I'm not gonna lie, after my run and workout I started to get some acid reflux kind of symptoms again. Oh, note to self, do not go for a run when you've got acid reflux currently. Because I'm not even like a quarter of the way through this smoothie. It started here, by the way, and I can feel it slowly starting to come back up again. So I will figure this out eventually. I know I will. I got this. But I also just researched and found out that a research paper was done with patients who had GERD, which is the chronic acid reflux, and they gave them a prebiotic fiber supplement. And it actually made their symptoms worse. And then a light bulb went off in my head because last night I kept waking up coughing and having lots of phlegm in my throat, which is also a symptom of acid reflux. So didn't have the best sleep last night. But yeah, I had the thought in my head, I put a prebiotic fiber supplement in my smoothie yesterday. Makes sense as to why last night was an awful night of sleep. So, note to self, do not take a prebiotic supplement when you have acid reflux. So yeah, I'm gonna continue doing more research, and I think I'm gonna call it quits on this smoothie for a little bit because I'm, again, intuitively eating, so I'm trying to pay attention to how I'm feeling. And yeah, this has definitely gotten worse. So I'm gonna keep researching, and yeah, I'll get back to you. Hopefully I'll figure this out. On to making a snack. I'm going to make a banana bread because I've got a bunch of bananas that I need to use up. As I have fruit flies flying all over the place. It's really gross. So we need to use those up. And I'm gonna try and make it a little more acid stomach reflux kind of friendly. So fingers crossed this works out, but instead of using gluten-free flour, I'm going to be using almond meal. And instead of whole eggs, I'll be using egg whites to take out the egg yolk. Yeah, and then we'll see how this all turns out. Fingers crossed.
I wait for the banana bread to bake, I'm gonna eat a little portion of carrots and snap peas. And again, listening intuitively of when I get full or not. The banana bread is ready, and it might be the most perfect thing I have seen in my life. Man, does that look good, and it smells even better. Definitely gonna have a little slice of this. Okay, so quick time for dinner. What I'm basically gonna be doing is cutting up all the potatoes, the veg, basil. This is actually from our garden, which is super exciting. Look how well it grew. So exciting. I've never had yellow chard before. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this all up, put it into a tray, stick it in the oven, and bake it. And then I'm also gonna be doing some chicken as well, with just some olive oil, salt, and pepper on it. And I might put a little something else in there just to give it a little something, because I can't do onions or garlic right now with the acid reflux, so I'll think of something. Dun, 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 the final product for the day. This is going to be dinner, so we've got some basil, mixed veg with potatoes, and chicken breast. This is a much smaller portion than what I usually go for, but again, I've got a little bit of acid reflux, so this is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to sit with it for about 20-30 minutes and then see if I can eat a little bit more than what this is. But it's 7 o'clock at night now, so I'm probably going to finish off with this. Okay guys, that's the end of my video. Thank you again for watching until the end of the video. If you liked it, please like or comment down below and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.